Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Lavina May here with our Week 3 fight for the UBC. So this week I'm going to do a quick team analysis facing Nick, Reckless Bat, and I'm going to do a quick team analysis and jump right into the game. Hope this isn't too long. Our first Pokemon is Slowbro with the Rocky Helmet, Regenerator, Toxic, Slack Off, Scald, Foul Play. Obviously, this thing is our main physical wall. Honestly, Nick's team is really annoying. It has two of the most annoying setup mons to play against in Megazard X and Manaphy. So this thing is really our main Megazard X counter, which is why we have that Rocky Helmet, so that if we switch it in, we'll take the hit and deal some damage to it. And also why we're actually running Foul Play on it, which is a little bit of an unusual set, but that's because if he sets up, we can just hit him with a Foul Play because he has super high attack and most likely kill him if he's offensive. So I'm hoping that this will put in some work against him. Next we got Snorlax with Chople Berry, Thick Fat, Whirlwind, Rest, Counter, Body Slam. This is our main Manaphy counter, guys. And also our main counter for, I forget what fighting type he has, but he has a fighting type, which we'll probably see in the fight. But yeah, so basically this thing with the Chople Berry is set to basically switch in on Manaphy and Whirlwind it out, or also take a hit from the fighting type and use counter to basically kill it, because fighting types are one of the only things that can really hit Snorlax, and I really need it to be a strong physical wall, which is also why we're running Rest. I mean a special wall, which is why we're running Rest, because we need to be able to take hits and then heal our damage off without leftovers. So that's our set for the Snorlax. Next we have Vikavolt, which is Focus Sash, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Bug Buzz, and Agility. This thing's Focus Sash because then we can switch it in. That's another Manaphy counter, because even if he sets up to whatever, some crazy number, we can switch this thing in, and because of the Focus Sash, we'll live a hit, and I'll be able to get an Agility off to be able to outspeed it, or if we want to be less risky, just fire off a T-Bolt or something and hopefully kill it. Next we got Togekiss, which is Choice Scarf with Baton Pass, Air Slash, Fire Blast, and Defog. I decided to run the Choice Scarf Defog because I figured Vikavolt might play a huge role in this fight because of the fact that Manaphy is a huge threat against a lot of my team. So I figured that I would bring Defog with a Scarf so that I can clear any hazards that he decides to set up, so that Vikavolt can switch in and not take damage and be able to take a hit from the Manaphy before killing it and live because of the Focus Sash. So also it's Baton Pass so that we can get momentum with it, because if I switch in on certain things, I know he's switching out, so I can Baton Pass and to switch into something else to help with the momentum on this team, because this team was lacking some momentum. And then we got Air Slash and Fire Blast that are two attacking moves to hit pretty much all of this team, at least neutrally, and hope for some hacks from the Air Slash. Next we got Mega T-Tar, which is putting in so much work this season. I don't know, this thing is doing a lot better than I thought it would do in League format. Because its bulk is crazy. I'm gonna pull up Mega T-Tar, or just show you guys. So Mega T-Tar is 100 base HP, 150 defense, and 120 special defense. And basically, so once he switches in, because of the Sand Stream, he has 1.5 times defense. So like, basically, this thing is gonna be able to. Basically, you're gonna be able to take any hit. Yeah. So yeah, this thing is really strong. So yeah, that's Mega T-Tar. And last but not least, we have Krook. And Krook we're running dual Scarfs this week, and I really want to bring the Stealth Rocks because I thought it did a lot to his team, and he didn't have many ways to get rid of it. So yeah, that's why we're bringing this. And this thing is Earthquake, because Earthquake also can hit a lot of his team. And so yeah, that's pretty much what our Krook is for. Now we're gonna go jump right into the battle, guys, and we're gonna go in. We led with Crocodile because I wanted to get up my rocks, because I wanted to start dealing some chip damage to these Pokemon. The other thing that I noticed is that he did not bring the Megazard. So I was sad because I couldn't use my super cool Foul Play Slowbro. But yeah, so we led with Krook, and we just set up our Stealth Rocks, and he went U-turn, switched right out, which was fine, and went right into Conk. Now, when he went into Conk, obviously I know my switch is Togekiss, because I was considering switching into the Slowbro, but the fact that he can get knockoff, and I really didn't want my Rocky helmet knocked off, was the reason why I went into Togekiss instead of Slowbro in this case. And he did knock off, so that was a good play on my part, because he's not really doing much. He's a fighting type attack, and he could take knockoff. So he goes knockoff, and I knew he was going to switch out here. I think I Baton Passed, yeah. I Baton Passed to help with my momentum, because I had a feeling he would switch out, and I went right into Krook, and he went right into Conk, and I think I fired off an EQ here, yeah, because he didn't really have much of a switch except for the Crobat. So that's why I went into that, and he went with the Mach Punch, obviously, and we get that 4 times resist from Togekiss, which was nice, and we figured at this point he would not switch, because we predicted it last time, and we attacked and killed him. He goes right into Crobat. We switch right out into the Slowbro. He is running that Super Fang, which is kind of a cool set, not gonna lie. But obviously we can just slack off any damage, and he can just keep taking damage from the Rocky helmet. And I just fire off a Scald, and we get the burn, which was super nice, because now his attack is way lower, and you see that does 10%, and he takes some more chip damage, and once he comes in with the rocks, he's at like 4%, and that would help, because that would also limit his hazard removal if he brought it. So he goes into that, and obviously I go right into Snorlax, because that's our special wall, and for some reason he U-turns out into the Manaphy, because he thinks he can set up, and I just go Whirlwind, because I figure there's no way I'm letting you set up on me like that, and we luckily get the Crobat in, which was super nice, because it took the burn damage and died without being able to do anything. Next he goes into what's it called? I'm forgetting this thing's name, but this Pokemon. And we go Body Slam, because that's our attacking move, and he wasn't really doing much to us. And he goes Leech Seed here, obviously, because he wants to heal off his health, and we get 40% there, which was nice, but he's going to recover a lot from the Leech Seed, because we have a lot of health. So at this point I was like, okay, I'm switching out, and I went right into Togekiss, because I thought he might U-turn, because that's about all he could do. And he goes into the Luna, and he goes Tail Glow, and I stayed in because I figured he would try to set up, because he can, and attacked him, because I was looking, and the Conk is dead, so at this point I don't really have much to do, like, for the Togekiss to do. Obviously it can help with Whimsicott, that's this thing's name, but not necessary given how many other Pokemon we have that can deal with it. And he just goes Ice Beam, which obviously kills us, because he's at +3. Yeah, it's +3, and we go right into Snorlax, and he goes Z Ice, which I was super happy about, because we were thick fat, so he was doing nothing with that, and we just Whirlwind him out and bring in the Magnezone, which is running that balloon, and he goes Toxic, and we go Body Slam, which breaks the balloon, and so he goes HP Fighting. We have our Chople Berry, so crit does 16%, which was super nice. When I saw it, like, dang, I'm gonna actually be able to rest this off and live. So he goes HP Fighting again, 23%. We're asleep, we don't have any moves to use. He has full switches out here. And he goes into the Whimsicott again. I don't really know why. We get to attack this turn, so we pretty much get to kill him here, because we wake up. And so I obviously attacked. So yeah, next he goes back into the Magnezone, and basically now that the Magnezone was, now that it lost its balloon, Krook basically came in and pretty much won, I thought. So I sent Krook in, and I was predicting an electric type move, because there's no way he was going Flash Cannon, predicting a switch here. And he went, and also maybe he would go HP Fighting, because that would make a lot of sense. So that was not the best switch on my part, but I got lucky because he just Toxic'd. And I go EQ, get the kill, get our Moxie boost, and now we're at 1.5 times attack. And now he switches in the Nidoqueen, and I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to kill this thing in one shot, but I do with our 1.5 times attack and get that Moxie boost again. And now we're going to live, and right here, since we're Scarfed, we just kill this thing in one shot with our EQ, and that is how we got our 5-0 of the season. Next week is week 4, video coming sometime at the end of this week. So yeah, and also, small announcement, I am officially playing in the All-Star bracket for the Summer Showdown, so watch out for me there, guys. I'm going to try to get my name out there in the competitive community, so hopefully you guys will follow, even like my 5 people that watch my videos. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Peace out, YouTube.